Kohberger, convicted of killing 4 University of Idaho students in 2022, was sentenced to life without parole. Families delivered emotional statements, expressing grief and demanding answers. Kohberger offered none, declining to explain his actions. A plea deal spared him the death penalty, but left motives unclear. Judge Stephen Hippler called him the worst of the worst, urging focus away from the killer to the victims. Community members and loved ones now seek to heal, remembering the lives tragically cut short while grappling with unanswered questions. Four children, including a 6-week-old infant, died from starvation in Gaza in the past 24 hours. Health officials say hunger has killed 101 people, mostly children, during the 21-month conflict. Malnutrition, lack of baby formula, and medicine shortages are widespread. Gaza hospitals are overwhelmed and aid entry remains insufficient. Israel, which manages aid access, denies blocking supplies, blaming militant group Hamas for issues. Meanwhile, the UN warns of dire conditions, with some aid workers fainting from hunger. Talks for a truce continue, but show little progress. Electric vehicles are making road trips easier. A 2,200-mile journey in a Rivian R1S showed how improved charging networks and longer ranges are reducing range anxiety. Tesla superchargers, now open to other brands, played a big role, offering seamless charging stops. The Rivian delivered a smooth ride, but had usability challenges, like a confusing touchscreen and poor navigation. Charging costs added up to $598, but the trip was enjoyable, without stress over finding charges. While EV road trips are now more practical, there's room for better affordability and convenience. Senator Josh Hawley warns that artificial intelligence could disrupt working-class lives if Congress doesn't act. Speaking at a public event, he said AI's potential for harm isn't being properly addressed. Hawley and Senator Richard Blumenthal introduced a bill to stop AI companies from using pirated personal data to train their systems. The bill would let people sue companies that misuse their data and require transparency about how data is shared. As AI reshapes industries, lawmakers face growing pressure to balance innovation with protections for workers and privacy. A new genetic test could help identify children at high risk for obesity later in life. Developed from genetic data on over 5 million people, the test uses polygenic risk scores, which combine genetic factors to estimate obesity risk. Researchers say it's almost twice as accurate as current methods. But genetics is only part of the picture. Lifestyle factors like diet and exercise are key. Experts say tackling obesity also means addressing community barriers, like access to healthy food and safe spaces for activity. The goal? Earlier interventions for a healthier future. Thanks for tuning in to today's Daily. Have a fantastic day.